Let's get this party started. Got it. Okay. Where did I stop? We got the drums laid out. We got a bit of more noodling here. Today I want to try and figure out some melody. Let me try and do this. So let's listen through a little bit. Let's see what it is. And let's go from there. I like this one. I think that should be okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start another track. Let me just record this real quick. It was playing at the same time, but that's fine. Let's see how it sounds. Oops. I need some more actual signal. And let me do it again. Maybe the bridge pickup would be nicer. Okay. Maybe not yet. I'm just trying to find something, some line that's more interesting to me, something that kind of pops out. I just gotta, you just gotta work it, just gotta find it. Let's see, I'm gonna do like this. This one. situations like this again, I just can't seem to find nothing. So let me do, let me listen through what I had. You know, let's say, let me go back to this part and listen. Okay, I was playing some arpeggios here. That was not it. I got a couple takes here. Let me see this take. Okay. Maybe. Let's try it out. Could play it better. Okay, that was reasonable. Let's see. Let's see. Let me move this a bit. A little bit. And how does it sound? I would kind of love to have some continuity between the first piece right here and this one. I liked this part, going to the sixth, but this note just kind of popped out of nowhere, yeah. A 7 there, but okay. Let's see. Got the blues part down. That definitely is not in place. It was kind of interesting. Let's kind of stick to pentatonic. Like this. That was kind of nice, yeah. Let me try it one more time from the start. was cool. I think that's it. I think the first part is it. That's just blues. It works. It works everywhere. It's a pretty nice take. Kinda like this echo. But now on this, I had it repeated 2 times. So original and then 2 times. Now the third repeat, I don't think we need to repeat. And then we're gonna go to this kind of like thing, which is like a A minor with a flat 9, some sort of a thing. I'm sure I could figure it out, but now I need to find some good tones to kind of echo that movement. But I need like a harmony or so, yeah. That would be a 5th. I could do a 6th. I mean, that would be classical. Classical. I played it wrong. Let's see how it sounds. No, that wasn't it. Something more simple. Okay, so I was playing this thing. Maybe. Let's try and record this. Let's see what it gives. Okay, so what do we have now? We have a melody. Now, is this D melody? I'm not sure. I'm not committing yet. But I do have something that works. I mean, it's a line. I'm not gonna keep it accountable. It's a line. Let me leave it at that, I guess. Let me see what it is. This is solid here, good. Now, one thing I wanted to fix. Now, I had on this right here a part. It's called like a breakdown, I guess. I've had this beat, and it's not supposed to have the delay on the hats. Now I've added the delay on the hats for the whole hi-hats, basically subgroup. If you can see it right here, I think I got my, you can call it kick, snare, hi-hats right here for the ultra beat. And this ultra beat right here has a stereo delay on top. Now I don't want this delay to be here on this part, so I got a couple options. I could either make a new track for separate delays, or I could just automate. I would usually make separate sounds, I guess, but let me just automate it for now to keep it more simple. But first I need to create these tracks. So now let me create the tracks. Now these tracks will appear right here on my timeline. Yeah, arrangement view, whatever. So I got kick, snare, hi-hat. This is my ultra beat. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open up the automation lanes. I'll go to hi-hat, find the stereo delay, and I'm gonna need, well, it doesn't have a master mix. What I'm gonna do, maybe find for like a on-off thing. Let's try to go to right here, main. These are sends, instrument bypass. Let's try this guy, instrument bypass. Maybe that's what it is, or maybe not. So right now, there's something else going on there. That reverb is going crazy. Yeah, so now from this part I want it to be on. Yeah, and let me find some other reverb to put on this, so it's not as crazy. I think I got some like just presets. Sounds really bad. Let me try and put some more preset here. That actually doesn't sound bad. Okay, one experiment though. I'm gonna try and swap this one with that one and see how it sounds, because I have another version here. So let me just put this aside. and see how this guy sounds here now. Kinda chills things down, but I don't think it's actually what I want. Now, this beat right here gets a bit cheesy. And I think a part of it is the sound of the drums. One trick that I learned by messing around was to actually use electronic drums and acoustic drums. Well, of course, I don't have any real acoustic drums here, but I could put some real real fake drums together and kind of double things up. So now what I use usually, I have a Steven Slate SSD, which I prefer. Now I'm just gonna make a stereo track, I guess, for time's sake. Later on I'm gonna go back if this song is gonna actually evolve into something. I'm gonna try and to work things out. Okay, I think it froze. Let's see. Okay, now it kind of works. Classic vintage fatty. Not as fat as I would like it to be. I'm just trying to find where I could bring the whole master up, because it is pretty darn low. Don't recall. Where is it? I guess I just gotta do like this for now. I'm gonna put a gain maybe like 5 dB gain preset. Okay, let me see classic reggae. Okay, let me put the guitar down. You see, I'm jumping around usually. Yeah, if I'm doing this, I'm gonna be jumping around and all that, but it's okay. It's all good. Let me try and see if I can. What will happen if I just kind of play on top? Sounds like shit. The kick sounds like shit. Okay, let's try something else. Country. Why am I looking at like country stuff? Adele, you know that. What's that song? The big hit. You got this kind of old schooly vintage type of a sound on the drums, but they do sound big though. And I'm thinking country, maybe you get some like a more like a vintage vibe or something. Nope. Jesus Christ. That's why, I spent so much time. Maybe. I spent a lot of time just trying to find things. I should save my presets from songs, but it's just Logic Pro. I like the workflow. I'm so used to it now because I was using it for a long time, maybe over 15 years now. But some things are just they're so unnatural to do, and I guess just kind of have to learn, sit down, and get the point of it. but saving sounds and presets, or saving your templates, which I tried doing for quite a few times already, setting up the perfect template, it always fails, and I just kind of go back to the empty blank page. Let's see. See, kind of adds more tone, I think that's a good idea to have, just we kind of go like this. Let me record this real quick. It's actually recording on top of my guitar, which is bad. Let me do it again. And why am I playing all of these down and just not copying? I want to have a little bit of human in it. I'm probably not even gonna quantize this. I usually, before, I would have everything at 100 quantized, like perfect rhythm. The more I do this, the less I care. If it's not, out of rhythm, probably gonna leave it as is. Sometimes I make songs from like just a live recording, no click, no nothing, and the tempo deviates. So I set the tempo track, actually, you can open up here. I actually set it up so it matches the real recording, the live recording, and it fluctuates with it. I don't know, it just feels a bit more, sometimes you want the song to be elastic. You don't want anything like this. At least me, for some things probably, yeah, but that's one of the things I do sometimes. Okay. Kinda had some good fun. Now let's see how this part. Okay, so this is like a hat. I think I can add like a pedal, and that's it, or maybe kind of start building with the actual hi-hat, but I'm not that. I need another hi-hat keynote, maybe here. So I kind of simulate the left and right. It's very hard to do on the same key. So what gives? Yeah, maybe start building there something. Okay, one more time. Okay, I think that's what I'm gonna try and do. So what I'm doing here is actually, at first I got 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I think before it kind of shifts, I'm gonna add a couple more hits, and then I'm gonna do a paradiddle. So paradiddle is I got a left, left, right, left, right, right, left, right. It's a drum rudiment. I'm not gonna do a straight left, right, left, right. So I have this kind of more of an interesting dynamic going on. Because I got 2 keys and they should sound a little bit different. And because I'm playing it as a human, it doesn't sound all the same. I'm gonna do a recording. Let's see what happens. I just fucked it up. Okay, again. Let's make it simple. First pass simple. Jesus Christ. What thing I wanted to do, actually, I want to show you what it is that I'm doing here. Maybe yes, maybe no. I'm not sure if I can. No, unfortunately not yet. I'm working on getting some better setup. Let's go with the flow. Okay, one more time. That definitely wasn't rhythmic. You know, it kind of gets sloppy, and I got a little bit of a delay, like latency going on, so, you know, it's fine. It seems like it's not too bad when you look at it, you know? Let me listen to it, let's see what happens. That's fine. I like that double beat, yeah. Let me add one more here. Let's make it red. So when you select a note, or the last note that you touched, and you press your command key to make a pencil, and you paste it, it's gonna make the same velocity and length note. So you kind of just select one. You don't need to then fool around velocity or length, just kind of, you know, pencil in your notes. kind of sloppy. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to 32nd notes and try and, yeah, quantize. Got some issues there, but that's not a problem. We do like this. I press this button right here to kind of subtract to the actual notes that I'm using, so I don't have this huge gap in between. And let's kind of scroll through and see. Okay, this guy, I think it's really out of line. I'm gonna go back to 16th note so I could just kind of. Okay, has an issue here. I got an issue here, I think. An issue here. That's it. Okay, this and this here. I just want like a straight left, right. And just kind of make it all better here. Okay. Something about that. Yeah. Let me add a kick to this part too. That wasn't the best kick performance there, but there's always a saying, good enough. Or maybe no. Let me just do like a, like that. Yep. Okay. Let's see. I mean, this has been going on pretty long now. I got 40 minutes of video. I think it's time for me to kind of take a break here today. What we have done isn't much, but it's slow and steady. So just kind of, I work a day job most of the day. Then I have family. I have a son, wife. You got things to do around the house. Cook, play, clean up. There isn't much time in a day to do things. And I learned that if I commit to music or whatever task I'm trying to accomplish, at least a little bit, but consistently in a pattern, is it every day, every other day, whatever it is, I have a bigger chance of actually finishing it or going through it. If I just sit down, like say do a session like that in like a Sunday evening, I'm gonna be tired to finish it all. But I'm gonna bring my hopes up, that hey, I'm gonna sit down and do like a 5-hour recording session and finish a song. It never happens for me like this. I'm too exhausted. And that's the thing. I'm being real here, like if you can play 10 minutes a day, play 10 minutes a day. It's gonna be better than none. That's for sure. So that's why I'm keeping all of these short. And this song is gonna take me to do quite a few evenings if I go at this pace. And all of this, talking kind of slows me down a little bit. I'm definitely not used to talking and going through things that I'm doing, but my goal here is not to bake hits. I'm here in for the process. I like the process. I love the process. Sometimes I like the process more than the end result. But it's the land of free internet, freedom, the internet, and let's just do what happens. Let's just go with the flow. Just to kind of let you guys off, let me just play this piece, what we did today, kind of listen through, and that'll be it for today. I used to be so judgmental for my own work. Like, this is not good enough, or it sounds lame, or it's too repetitive. I'm thinking about this here. I got 5 choruses. Same material, same chord progression, the same you call like a piano sample. It goes for 3 minutes already. This is like a full length song. Yeah, it's like 3 minutes, 20 seconds. That's a full song. I like this repetitiveness of it. It feels like I should add a section, change the harmony, go somewhere. Do I? Not everything has to be. Not everything has to be changing, evolving, and eye-catching at every moment. I like that it's like a mantra, it's like a ritual a little bit, it's more of a get into the zone type of thing. And it's for me, I think generally think that that's quite a tasty and nice uh, chord progression. Be it that it's very popular itself, it's very easy. You got a what? You got a minor one. You go to the sixth. It's a seven and a fourth. Yes. In my case, it's sus. Yeah, but I mean it's very common, and I like this. I think this is the full form I'm gonna stick to for at least now, and I think now is the chance to try and embellish it. I got a bit of a melody down, and I liked on that. Let's say if we call this the third uh, chorus, we call it like a breakdown. I like that arpeggiated idea. I'm gonna work on it and see if I can actually make it uh, something more concrete. But I liked it, and I think I could really get some funk going on the fourth one. Possibly add a rhythm guitar and actually do some like a nice solo on it, or do like a rhythm guitar solo. Yeah, and then the last chorus is gonna be a like a fadeaway, not like a fadeaway, but like a just a we go down again. Maybe just kind of mellow it out. Probably finish off on some like I'm not even sure yet, but let's see what happens. So far, maybe 2 or 3 years ago, I would say this is bad and let me just drop this. But you know what? I want to commit to this. I want to keep on doing this song. I like it. And let me save this. Boom. That's it for today. Take it easy.